G'day, Livio, Regano with tonight's weather. Well, inland thunderstorms are struggling to make it to the coast, and for most of Queensland the next 2 days are just going to be dry and hot, with a cool change coming on Thursday. It's starting to feel like midsummer again, with coastal towns hitting the low 30s after nights in the low 20s, and humidity's insidiously rising each day. In Townsville, the top today was 32. On the satellite loop, quite early today, we already saw the first signs of this band of storms that basically popped up from the Gulf country through central Queensland all the way to the Darling Downs. They've since died off. A few new ones got going this afternoon, but again, they are struggling to hit the coast, and tomorrow they'll start to contract north to the Capricorn coast and then finally into the tropics before they disappear. So today's chart, firstly, the main bringer of weather is this inland trough stretching right across central Queensland and connecting with a low through Bass Strait. There's a strong front there. Ahead of this system, the winds are from the northwest, hence the really hot weather, and the storms are forming along that trough. On tomorrow's chart, notice how the trough quickly moves through southeast Queensland, so the storms move north and the south will be dry but still hot. Now the latest from the BOM. Boating forecast for Townsville waters, absolutely perfect weather with 10 knots or less of north-northeasterly. That's tomorrow. On Wednesday, northeast to northwest, 10 to 15 knots. Thursday, a southeasterly change, 15 to 20. Tomorrow starts out with low tide, and you'll be happy to know the high tide in the middle of the day will be very modest with the approach of Wednesday's last quarter moon. Herbert and low Burdekin, slight chance of an afternoon shower or storm tomorrow, probably inland. Townsville 25 to 33 degrees, that's very warm. Ayr also 33, Ingham 34. Northern Goldfields and Upper Flinders, a shower or storm in the north only. Charters Towers 35 degrees, a hot night. Georgetown also 35. Looking ahead for Townsville, most of this week's basically hot and dry. On Thursday, there's a cool change that's so slight you'll barely notice it, and it'll just continue hot with extremely hot nights right into Sunday. Everyone's talking about last week's lunar eclipse, so here's a quick explanation of how they work. During its 28-day cycle, the moon periodically moves into rough alignment with the Earth and Sun, presenting us its bright side, which we call the full moon. On rare occasions, this alignment is so perfect, the moon passes directly into the Earth's shadow, which sweeps a pathway of rusty red darkness across the moon. This darkness last week fell upon Queensland, revealing a total lunar eclipse. How incredibly fortunate we are to be alive for this astronomical spectacle. Have a nice evening, folks, and now it's back to the team.
Wonderful, Lou. Thank you very much, mate. That wraps it up. We'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. And also just a reminder, you can watch a replay of our news on the 7plus app or catch up on our page, 7news.com.au. And from all of us here, enjoy your evening. Good night. Good night.